Sometimes my genius is... it's almost frightening.
This is the Wasted Nights Podcast.
Yeah, it's not really like us being relevant, is
Yeah,
it?
no, yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, bud.
Cheers. Right, before we get what we're talking about. We were just talking about the new Eminem song.
Yeah, quality.
Off
Dan
air.
hates it, obviously, because he's a miserable bastard.
I'm not impressed. Is it recording? Just check it's recording. No, I'm not impressed. I haven't been impressed with his music since,
Since Curtain Close.
No. That album he did, Marshall Mathers 2.
I didn't like it.
Yeah, but you're about as shallow as a puddle. So so you wouldn't... You obviously didn't appreciate...
So I didn't like Rap God or any of that shite.
Right.
It didn't do it for me.
So
I loved the old Slim Shady stuff.
some of the most impressive rapping you'll probably ever hear.
Yeah, but it was nonsensical, wasn't it? It wasn't offending anyone, I suppose. That's why I didn't like
Right,
it.
you wanted it to offend someone.
Yeah, well, OG Eminem, Slim Shady.
Yeah, but like the thing is with that album, when he recorded that, what did he call it? To his mum, Headlights. That, you know how when we watched Fast 5,
Yeah.
and it was beautiful because everything got tied up in a bow. There's sun in your eyes, man.
Yeah. I'm going to have to sit back. For fuck's sake.
It was amazing. Everyone
Yeah.
got the car they wanted and they lived their life and they
Yeah.
went off their own ways. Headlights was like that,
Right, okay.
where he slagged his mum off for 20 years straight and then he's like, sorry. Sorry, mum. Oh, sorry about that. I actually
Didn't mean it.
I love you, really. And it was just cool. And all the stuff he wrote was so linked back to all the songs he made. It was really good. So it had a lot of thought in it. And then there's some other songs. I can't really remember it now, but that was a good album. And then, because he'd come from, what was the one before that? Some shit where he's trying to be relevant rapper again.
Right, okay.
You can't.
No.
That's why I don't like this new song. It's like,
I like that it's a throwback, though, and it's got a bit of a good beat to it.
yeah, as in like it's in like a 70s dance song.
Yeah. That's me through
I
and through,
don't-
innit? A bit of disco.
I'm like, what is he now? 46. I
have no idea.
think he's 46. Only because I heard someone saying the other day he's asked something like he's saying, "Don't call me shady."
Surely he's into his 50s, because fucking hell, his first album was out when we were in primary school.
I think he's. Should we have a look?
I'm not that bothered.
Nah, come on. Let's give some facts out.
Why? We've never done it before.
You got to keep people on their toes. No, you're right. 51.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So 51, and he's coming out with that shit.
Mm.
I love him, but I think it's either find a new thing.
But everybody's wanted Slim Shady
Or
back
start.
for so long.
Yeah, well, that's not him.
Yeah, it is pretty-
Rapping to a dance song, a same song he sang 20 years ago.
yeah. It's remixed. Slim Shady.
Remixed. With some new lyrics.
Meh. You cannot be pleased, can you?
I'm not easily pleased.
No.
I'm just
I've got standard.
I'm as deep as a fucking lake, mate.
Yeah.
You're a puddle.
All right, then.
A
Of
piss
course you
puddle as
fucking
well.
are.
Dog piss puddle.
Like a reservoir in some of you.
Yeah, no, I'm not impressed. It's not. There's just too much recycling of his stuff. Every album. Guess who's back? Yeah, you're back again. I know. Most people bring out albums regularly. You don't have to say you're back.
Why not? I don't
Yeah,
understand
maybe
your
I'm being
beef with
too
him.
harsh.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I love him. I listen to every know most of the words to all his songs from.
You're just getting fucking old, is what that is.
Yeah.
You're getting old early. I don't like this rap crap.
Do you listen to any new rap?
No.
Do you listen to any new artists really? Other than you're a big SWIFTY, aren't you?
No, I tried listening to some of the new SWIFTY album. I got like one song deep and it was fucking horrendous. It was just really bad.
But you started the album. That's a big That's the big one. Isn't
Well, on accident, to be fair to me, like Faye loves Swifty. She's a big Swifty.
it? Yeah.
So I'll listen to it for her because she's wanked on about how good it is.
Very kind of you. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I am a nice guy, as it turns out. But that is just shit music. It really is. Like, one lyric is something like she's talking about a boyfriend falling asleep on her lap like a tattooed Labrador. Like, it's just shit music. It's just shit writing. Shit lyrics and shit writing.
If she'd have said "Guess Who's Back," Taylor's back, you'd have loved it.
Yeah, fucking banger. Put your cardigan on.
Yeah.
I should have just done a remix of like Shake It Out. I'd have been happy.
That is an amazing song.
Banger.
Don't care how manly, masculine you want to be. Is it Shake It Out?
It's one of them.
Shake It Off.
Shake It Out.
Shake
Shake
It
It
Out.
Off. Yeah.
Shake It Out didn't sound right then.
One of those songs that she did. She come and filmed on a beach down the road from us.
Really?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Did you go and watch it?
No, did a fuck.
No.
I was at work.
But you wanted to, though.
Yeah. And then a couple months later from that exact thing happening, there was a whole bunch of like cocaine parcels turned up on the beach and everyone was fiending on that beach.
Really?
Yeah. And there was some fucking bitch narking on people finding the parcels.
What a fag.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, fucking wouldn't you fucking knock that
That's
bitch out if
right.
you saw her, wouldn't you?
The biggest Karen.
She was taking photos and fucking sending them to the police, like kids running on, say kids, like 20-year-olds running onto the beach and running off with a box full of beak.
I bet it were good as well.
Probably, yeah.
Like,
Pure Colombian.
I bet it's not like been
No cutting.
no fucking paracetamol in that just yet. It was soon got broken up.
Yeah,
into
the
it,
cocaine testing in Auckland's sewers that month was through the fucking roof.
Bloody hell. Yeah. Everyone's everyone's productivity went up 80%.
Yeah. And it dropped by 100 the next week.
Oh, wow. Imagine finding that.
Yeah, game changer finding a couple of kilo at like 50 grand a pop.
Sell a bit.
Yeah, everyone's got a dodgy mate that they could sell it for, haven't they? You know?
Most of my mates would say they'd probably sell 10%.
Yeah. No, we'll keep that for a
Is
rainy day. Have you got one each?
Oh, yeah. Fair, fucking brilliant. What a stiff.
Yeah,
Ringing the
fucking
police.
bitch.
Like,
Yeah.
you got to be. There's some sad acts in there. I mean, she's
Fair
probably,
enough, if they were finding meth or something, yeah. I kind of agree with it.
Yeah. Right, Matt, I want to just save someone's life for not doing it. Fuck off.
Yeah, have you never tried it, have you?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck that. Yeah, what was I asking? Why did we get onto that? I was asking if you listen. I don't listen to any new artists whatsoever.
Not really. Post Malone used to, when his new stuff came out.
Yeah.
But that's a few years ago now as well, isn't it? It's not really relevant anymore.
Yeah. Have you seen his first music video he ever made?
No.
It's fucking terrible.
Is it?
It's worse than our first podcast. That's saying something.
Well, that's something to aspire to then, because, look at how good he is now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I didn't really get onto him until the first lockdowns. I was sat at home watching YouTube and up came Post Malone live.
Right.
And he covered Nirvana, like the whole album. And it was fucking It's just him by himself smoking a durry, smashing the guitar and just wailing into YouTube.
So was he doing it for himself into YouTube, or was he doing it
Yeah,
for show?
yeah, he was just by himself in his front room with a mate.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'll have to look that up. This one was like, he obviously made a video with his mate, like a proper music video, and it's really fucking
It was
dreadful.
fucking weird, like that whole video. He stood there, I think he was in a dress. And he's like,
Pretty weird guy, isn't he?
yeah, he's really weird, dude.
Yeah.
Smoking fucking heaps of durries, just chain smoking all the way through.
Yeah. That video that Kel showed us of him performing on stage, and he looks like he's having a fit.
Yeah, he's just absolutely monged out of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that uncomfortable to watch? Is that, it's just because he's into the music.
No.
Also into meth, I think.
Yeah, he's into some hardcore drugs.
Yeah.
But he's come out the other side, hasn't he? Bless him.
Done well, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. He was on Kill Tony, he was class. But you won't watch that.
I've started trying to watch it.
Have you?
Yeah.
You have to
That
give
bloke who does Dr. Phil, he is fucking Adam Ray or something.
Yeah,
That
Adam
is
Ray.
fucking brilliant.
He's so good at it.
He
He
I
takes
don't
over
like Tony Hinchcliffe himself because his jokes aren't that funny. He just says them in a way that makes them sound funny, and they're not if you actually break them down.
Yeah.
Like, they make no fucking sense.
You have to be quite witty to understand them.
No, that is not it, Dan. Don't start fucking being superior because they're not that fucking funny. They don't make any sense.
It's funny that you say you don't like him because I like
Some of the shit that he says is
I
funny,
want,
but
like I see like myself in him quite a lot because he's such a prick, and I'm like,
yeah, but what he's saying to insult people isn't making any sense.
he's
Did you see him on the roast of Tom Brady
No, I
or
didn't.
whatever?
Was he good on
He
that?
made a joke about Bert Kreischer and something else. It made no fucking sense whatsoever, and everyone's like pissing himself like it's the funniest thing ever. And it's like, yeah, but he said it in a phonetic way that made it sound funny because it rhymed, but what he was saying didn't make sense. Hence, it wasn't funny.
I'll have to watch it.
Yeah.
Get someone witty on job and see if
You reckon? You'll sit there and laugh because you're a fucking div, aren't you? Like, yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe.
I fucking love him. The thing is with Kill Tony, you have to watch the whole show to get it. You can't watch 20 minutes because it can be boring for 20 minutes.
Yeah. I just watch the highlights.
It's more when someone comes on that shit and he's like, you need to just get off this stage and promise me you'll never do comedy again. So fucking ruthless. I watched a clip of him. What did he do? He made a retard joke. Made a retard joke, and this woman in the crowd, not on Kill Tony, it was one of his stand-ups. So I was like, I don't agree with that. I'm a special care worker. And he went, you need to leave. And then he just once she's gone, he's like, fuck off, lady. And when she goes, he's like, you're at my show, everybody. Has anyone else got a problem with saying this? Because this is just the fucking start. This is my warm-up joke. Guess where we're going to go for the next hour? And he just goes, fuck her. I'm like, oh, he's ruthless. It's class. Have you got the bottle opener?
No.
Holy shit.
What have you done with it?
Oh, no. Oh, no, I know where it is. It's in my esky.
This esky?
No, not that one. Oops.
Why is there no ice in this esky?
Losing control. Hey,
Half a rum.
I nearly forgot. Tell you what I've got. Huh?
What have you got? Oh, you got that bottle opener there, look.
Yeah, I know. Did you used to have these in New Zealand?
Stubbies?
Yeah. Seeing as
yeah.
we're having 2 drinks at once, I thought, oh, we
That's
might need
a
them.
fucking good idea, isn't it?
They don't have these in England. So
A knobby. Oh.
do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No.
Underwear.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, something like he's really excited about underwear. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Get
anyone
fucking
who's...
palm ripped out. Hang on.
Because you don't get these in England, so if anyone's watching...
Fuck's sake, that's really
it's
uncomfortable.
It's a Johnny for your beer bottle.
Yeah.
Keeps it
handy
cool.
in the sun, but it's not really necessary
You
here.
don't need it in England.
No.
Like, in winter when you're having a house party and you could never get any room in the fridge.
Yeah.
So you used to all put your beers outside. Yeah. It'd get colder. Problem is you'd wake up rough the next day.
It'll be frozen.
Frozen, exploded all over. Oh, that was a pain. That's how cold, that's how miserable it is.
It was shit today. Yesterday. Fuck, it was shit yesterday. I had to go home and grab my oilskin.
Yeah.
It was that cold in workshop.
Went to shit, didn't it?
Mm.
English summer, I'm not complaining.
Cannot be relied upon.
No.
No.
It can go to shit real quick, can't it? And you just piss it down. Yeah.
You'd stubby cooler, eh?
Sound, aren't they? Especially if you're having a couple of drinks, you need to stay cool.
Yeah.
Probably won't take as long to drink this.
It'd be nice here because your hand won't get as cold in winter.
Yeah. In our cold houses. Yeah.
Oh dear.
What points you brought to the table tonight? You had none last week, so I'm thinking you must be coming with a flood of them tonight. Surely. So many, so you can't even remember any. He's got to check his phone. If you're wondering why it's gone quiet, everybody.
Oh, I can't remember whether I brought this one up. I don't think I did.
Probably.
People who go to the gym.
Okay.
They make it their personality.
It's very true.
It is.
Very true.
Yeah.
Do you want to elaborate? What do you think? What do you think to people who go to the gym?
Oh,
Obviously-
every credit to you for having the willpower to get yourself to go. I just don't care. I don't need reminding that you go to the gym.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying you're looking at me really intense? Like, you're
Oh
saying,
no, I'm just trying to avoid looking into the camera.
like, are you saying I remind you all the time?
Well, you do, but
What do I do?
I'll get up and I'll go to the gym.
Oh, so
Literally every conversation you start that
that's
line
not
with.
true, is it?
Yeah, it is.
No,
Yeah.
I normally
I'm surprised you
start-
don't start the podcast with, "Good day, my name's Dan, I've been to the gym this morning." Because that is how most gym people talk.
No, that isn't what I do at all, dickhead. I normally start it with "fucking hell, Tom."
I've been to the gym this morning.
I'm sick of your shit. I'm tired because I went to the gym. I'm in there tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I'm a right miserable bastard because I went to the gym. Right. Whatever.
Gym people. There's because I go to the gym, right?
Do you? You've never mentioned it.
I see people there, and then people are there are some of them.
They're the worst. The
Yeah.
people at the gym that tell you about how they go to the gym. Fuck off.
Obviously, you've heard a rumor.
Well, I used to go to the gym. I didn't want it becoming my personality, so I stopped.
Yeah.
Now I've made being fat my personality. It's a part of who I am now.
You remind us all the time, don't you?
Yep.
You don't have to say anything.
Which is weird with most gym people because they do.
Yeah, it's people. Some get really obsessed, and you're like, and a lot of people do it when they either first get into it or when they're younger. And I get why you're obsessed with it because it's fantastic, but no one gives a fuck.
No.
No one gives.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, almost no one cares that you're thin, or ripped,
No.
or muscly, or
No.
you've just got to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
No one's impressed. Almost no one. Some people might be. Other gym goers, probably.
Yeah, other gym goers, which is mostly blokes.
I know, yeah.
Like 17-year-old girls.
Oh,
Oh, the fucking pigeons are back. Another sex session on the roof.
every night. Yeah, we. It gets fucking loud.
Fuck
doesn't
is
it?
going on
They
round
start-
here?
They start doing all
Did
sorts.
they slam the door then?
We can see into our neighbour's garden, and there's been a little crate there, like the chicken crates you put on wagons to store a lot of chickens when they take them somewhere.
Yeah.
There's been one propped up in their garden with some slates over the top of it, and then the door is open in the day and then closed at night. I'm like, what is in there? What have they rescued? Or what have they bought? Because I thought they couldn't have bought a rabbit because they'd have bought Hutch. And we've been down it. Then suddenly, 2 days ago, there's a fucking pigeon in it. And then we watched it. It'd walk around the garden, and then it couldn't fly off. Like wings fucked. And then last night, so I'm thinking it couldn't even move each day. And then finally it's got to moving. Yesterday, I saw it jump onto the garage. I was like, it can fucking fly. And I don't think it can still fly. So I don't know where it went from there.
This is riveting content.
It's basically escaped the garden. But then I don't think from one day not being able to take off to just being able to get up on a garage, that's different to flying away, isn't it?
Yes,
so
it is
it's
a
probably
bit,
jumped
yeah.
off their garage and just landed in another garden.
Had broken itself again.
So someone's necked it.
Bit of pigeon pie. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, maybe. Well, Hannah sent me something the other day. Do you think they're so disgusting, like everyone says?
What, pigeons?
Yeah.
I've
Everyone
eaten
says that.
pigeon. It's good.
Oh, yeah, sorry, hillbilly times, isn't it?
Yeah.
People go, oh, they're just fucking winged rats and all that. They're just a bird.
Well, they are in town, but you get out into the countryside and you shoot yourself a couple of pigeons that have been living off Proven feed or something. They're fucking tasty. Really good. Anyway, getting back to me point.
Oh, yeah.
I'd obviously been pissed off by someone when I wrote this point, and I can't remember it.
Well, there is a butty van near my gym.
People who go to the gym make it their personality. They're like born-again Christians of gym goers trying to save your body rather than your soul.
Jesus. Oh, I didn't know you'd written a monologue.
Yeah, I don't know what was going. Someone obviously really pissed me off.
Yeah, well, I think that is part of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just if we go to the gym, we'll feel good and we can just ignore the fact my life's crumbling around me.
Yeah, but I've got endorphins. Same with runners. Got that runner's high. Whatever.
Look at me, I'm thin. The bullet I shoot myself with will travel quicker.
Fucking hell, Dan.
It's not the only thing in life, but
No.
But it also, we are a mental health and educational podcast. You should go to the gym.
Nothing but facts. And stop spreading misinformation. I should go to the gym. Fuck it off.
Happen you should.
All right, calm down, Joe Rogan. Fucking hell. Me and the boys go to the gym. Fucking no one cares. No one cares that you made Shane Gillis less fat.
There's just, it's just something good to do. I think it's a fantastic thing to do just before you meet up with the lads and get fucked up.
Why?
Because then you're so much more in the mood for it again.
Just do a hard day's work.
Yeah, all right, here we go. That's what all people who don't go to the gym say.
Yeah.
Like, it literally is.
Yeah.
Just do a hard day's work. Like, you're not working that fucking hard, boys. Maybe some trades, but guess what? You can still go to the gym. Yeah. We could argue about this all night.
We really could. Yeah. I don't think it's good content now.
But I don't have all night because I've got to be up in the morning for
Fit
gym. Genius. Yeah.
That worked in so well.
Scripted podcast.
Witty.
See?
Not like Tony Hinchcliffe.
Fuck off. He's so quick. Like, he doesn't nail it every time, but he nails it like 90% of the time.
Yeah, some of the shit he says is absolutely fucking hilarious. The stuff that he works out. But his quick fire stuff just doesn't make fucking sense. Next time you watch it, try and figure out, like, make what he's saying make sense. It doesn't.
Everything makes sense.
No, it fucking doesn't.
It really does.
Yeah, I'll have to find that clip after this podcast and I'll show you.
Right, okay. What, have you listened to the podcasts I sent you?
No, I haven't listened to any podcast yet this
Really?
week. No, nothing.
Right.
Yeah.
Not had time to just...
I could say yeah, but I just haven't listened to them.
I'm
trying to stay away from the Rogan stuff because I did listen to the Dave Smith one that he told us about.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
It just makes you dark on the world.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So every time I listen to one, it really interests me. In fact, no, I listen to Duncan Trussell.
Yeah,
I love a Duncan Trussell
he's
podcast.
Cool guy,
yeah,
really.
Yeah.
It's like
proper Jesus bummer, but
you don't get that straight away though. Like, it's taken me a few episodes to realise he's like a complete hippie.
Yeah, but he's also madly in love with Jesus.
Yeah, a complete hippie. Well, is it Jesus though, or is it like is he not more like Buddhist than he is?
I don't know. He just likes it. I think he likes the teachings of Jesus, doesn't he?
I think he likes the teachings of religious.
Yeah,
because he does reference a lot of.
He does. He references all sorts of religions. So like, it's not just Buddhism and Christianity. Like,
I think
everything.
Likes spirituality. But you don't get that straight away until you listen to him for a while. Do you? You have to like piece it together because also he talks. He's not.
He's also a mad mushroom abuser. You know,
he's a cool guy.
Yeah, very out there, dude.
Yeah,
very out there. Have you ever tried listening to his actual podcast?
No, I haven't.
Makes no sense.
Oh, is it not?
No.
Like
he's too fucking clever. I think it is.
Right.
Like for me to grasp what he's fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Even sometimes when he's on Rogan, I fucking zone out because I can't follow some of it because it's just too fucking deep.
Doing this podcast has made me realise how little
we
retention.
Know. Yeah.
Retention of fact. Like I should be a fucking fact machine.
The amount of podcasts you've listened to, books I've read, fucking.
I listened to today. It'll be 6 hours worth of podcasts every day, almost every day, no matter what. And I
No
can't
wonder
even.
we've got such high viewership.
Yeah, I just listen to myself. I edit your voice out and I just listen to myself talking.
Walking around site with a wide on.
You know, and I should know so much, but I actually think I've listened to too much and my brain's gone fried.
You just it
Maybe
straight through now.
straight through.
Yeah, no retention whatsoever.
As it's been said,
I'm forgetting it.
Mind blown, loving it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I should remember that. Can't remember half the shit. I only know the feeling I got at the end.
Yeah.
When you said everything's dark with Dave Smith at the minute, because he talks about what's going on in the world.
Go on.
I've just been spending all week listening to. There's two. If you're trying to think, learn about the world, there's two things at the minute. It's the future is going to be amazing, and there is no future because we're about to go to war and die.
Yeah.
And so I listen
And it
to
flicks between the two, and then you just end up a mess of emotions.
Yeah, listen to one podcast, and it's like this stuff's coming out about AI and what they're finding about technology, and you're like, wow, I think we're going to see some amazing shit in the next 10 years. Or we die in about 6 months.
Yeah, it seems that way, doesn't it? It is fucking frightening.
I don't know how to. Sometimes I'm like positive and happy, and I'm like, fuck, imagine when like this happens, and we're going to discover ways to break gravity and do this and do that.
Can't wait. Element 1.5 something. 1.54 or 1.59.
See, this is it.
Yeah.
We have no retention.
Bob Lazar. That was a fucking quality podcast, that.
Yeah, he's class. The one I sent you with Terence Crawford, that actor. Terence, I can't remember.
Yeah, the genius, like, remembering being in his mum's snatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unreal. What he's coming out with. If he... I haven't seen any real slaggings off of him yet. I think I said it last week on the podcast. If any of that turns out to be real, he's like just changed the world, and he didn't even reference. I was thinking about it. He didn't even reference who helped him. I think he's like he has a friend he works with.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't like I reference this, reference that. He's like, no, I've come up with all of this.
Or he's just an egomaniac, and he's not referencing any of his team, because he will have undergrads, won't he?
Well, he's not a professor or anything.
But he has a scientific research team, doesn't he?
I
got the impression that he did.
Well, the impression I got was him and his friend
Oh, okay.
do that. Like, and when he was showing his website, it was a pretty pezzy website. Like, there's not like it's pretty simple. There's nothing going on. It never referenced anything. So he's going to change the world, and then a guy just been on Rogan today. I think it come out today, maybe a couple of days ago. Another fella who just knows a lot of knowledge retention, by the way. Nothing like this. Coming out with all these ancient historical facts about what the Sumerians and all this used to know.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and then when we look forwards now, it's so hard to even, because so many people won't heard it.
That's something that I always remember. One of the few things that I do remember from the Rogan podcast is that the ancient Sumerian text of the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah.
The white spots on magic mushrooms are referred to in the Dead Sea Scrolls as God's cum, the semen of God.
Yeah.
Which is fucking wild.
And
Jesus means mushroom or some shit like that.
Yeah, there's all sorts.
I can't remember exactly, but it was something like that. Like Jesus means mushroom, and it's fucking insane.
Yeah, he just went so far into so many different civilizations, and it's getting so deep. I feel like the language has changed a little bit on podcasts at the minute of what they're discussing. They're not just discussing now like, oh, we might have built this, built that, done this. Now people are starting to theorize that genuine, like real explanations of how we could be in a simulation, or we might get to a point where we can create
a simulation.
Can create a simulation.
Yeah.
Apparently, a team in a university somewhere. I really hate not fucking knowing anything. Have just proved simulation theory, but put forward good evidence that it's possible is they've just created a game
Mm.
that with AI and whatever it's a whole universe, and there's up to 80 billion planets within this game that you can go and visit, and not one of them will be the same. So it just replicates constantly.
Is it Star Force or something like that?
I don't know.
There is some massive game that's come out in the last couple of years that has been been funded by random people for the last 10 years
Yeah.
to make it, and it's fucking mad. Huge
Maybe.
game, like it's just unlimited.
Yeah, this is apparently like you could never play it all.
No,
You could never
Yeah.
go to every planet in your life, do all this. He was explaining how it's very clear that human chromosomes, we have 46, chimps have 48. Why have we got less than a chimp? And then the only way to get less after evolving is to be genetically modified, take them out. And then they've got there's this, what's it called? Something cap on a genome of your DNA. And they're saying that cap basically only allows our body to live to about 120 years. No one's ever lived really past 120 years.
No.
And then in the Bible, and then goes back further than the Bible and all these different religious books, God says, they may not share my seed or have my seed and will only get 120 years to live or something like that. So similar to, they're just coming out with all these things where you're like, we're about to learn something amazing.
Yeah, it's on the cusp, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to find out some
It's
real
like you
crazy
trying
stuff.
to think of a word and it's on the tip of your tongue and you can't quite remember it.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like,
Yeah.
Like
every conversation we have.
Yeah. I'm in this state of constant existential bliss because I don't know what the fuck's happening.
I mean, yeah. Just, what's up?
Just doubling beers and rum.
It goes down. The drinks go down better when you've got a rum next to them.
They do.
It's not right.
No.
The sugar in the beer goes down too good. Yeah. He was discussing teleportation. That basically you kind of understand now that DNA is just information.
Yeah.
So you have to, and they've learned how to download information out of a DNA sample.
Yeah.
So they're saying now, pretty much, kind of understand that teleportation is
Possible. Fuck.
The only thing is, no matter what, to teleport, you have to die.
Yeah.
It is
I was
death.
thinking about this the other day on the way home.
Would you?
Yeah, because I was... I can't remember what book I've been reading. It's obviously a week or two ago. Anyway, to copy you, to teleport, they'd have to copy every single part of your genome and your brain, everything. Every single cell would have to be copied and then sent the information. So it would have to kill the body that you're in at the time and then rebuild it at the other end when... Yeah.
And if all that information...
So in that middle ground of being transferred,
You're dead.
you did.
You're dead. You're completely gone. You couldn't even see the matter.
No.
in a sense.
Well, because you're not there. You are dead for the time that you're transferring.
Yeah. And then you upload it back and somehow all rebuilds up. But they still say that's all well and good, all information, but they still don't know when it comes to the soul.
Yeah.
They don't know if that's a real piece of information or a piece of magic.
Yeah. That was another thing I was thinking about. Magic could be real, and it's just a science that we don't yet understand.
Oh, I think...
Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I think that's actually a quote from Thor from Marvel, but
Yeah.
I don't know why it popped into my head as I was driving along thinking about the teleportation.
It sounds like something...
It's something, those rabbit holes of thought that you get into when you're doing a long drive.
I
couldn't be arsed
completely
shoving a
agree.
podcast on, and then all of a sudden I ended up thinking about magic
Thor.
and Thor, yeah.
Thor with his pants off.
Yeah. After he'd done the roids. He was mid-cycle. It's quite comedy if you actually go back and watch the MCU stuff. Every movie that Thor's in, he does more and more steroids before the next movie.
Oh, to go well, except
But if you watch the first one with Thor, he's just a normal bloke that's a bit buff. And then the next one, he's growing and growing and growing. And like the last recent one, he looks like he should be on stage at Mr. Olympia. He's just a fucking freak.
he took a week off on
Ooh, a week.
what's that one where he's a fat cunt?
Infinity
Is it
War or
Infinity
whatever.
War?
Yeah, Volume 2.
Endgame.
Endgame, that's it.
Endgame. Because Infinity War, that's where he lets
Yeah.
Thanos kill some.
Yeah, he
end the
kill
world,
him. Yeah.
and then he gets a fat cunt.
Yeah.
And he never goes back. I was watching it again, thinking, oh yeah, and then he'll obviously at the end he like kind of transforms, but he actually doesn't. He transforms into his uniform and he looks better, but he never gets buffered. Like he stays a fat prick.
Yeah. But in his next one, he did get slim again.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Next Guardians of the Galaxy or whatever.
Yeah. And he becomes
Which was fucking whack.
What?
The next Guardians of the Galaxy film was
What,
shite.
the newest one?
Yeah.
What?
Or was it Thor? The Thor movie?
No, the next Thor one was terrible.
Yeah. Have they done 3 Guardians of the Galaxy or 2?
Yeah, 3. 3. The third one only come out recently, like last year or the year before.
Oh right, maybe I haven't seen that one yet then. But the Thor one was shite.
Thor was terrible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a hair off your beard because it's really annoying me.
Ah, it's fucking fey.
It's like a pube.
Could be. Fucking long ass pube.
It's yours not look like that. Yeah.
Some weeks.
The magic thing, that's how I've started. I used to be, like when you're 21, 22-year-old lad, completely atheist.
Yeah.
You live, you die, you're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else to it. Universe is what it is. And then now, the only way I can describe like whatever, I'm not religious, but I don't know what I believe in. I just believe that there is some fucking magic going on.
Yeah.
There is whatever's happened to us that we can do all of this shit and that we can enjoy all these things. There's some fucking magic in the world, isn't there? And
something going on.
All the things they've started talking about, all the stuff that's going on, all the discoveries we made. There's just amazing. There's something.
Yeah.
And then also, if you think, when no matter what, if you go back and you say, okay, well, I believe in the Big Bang Theory, and everything makes sense.
But what was before it?
What was before it?
How can it be nothing and everything at the same
Yeah.
time?
So whatever was nothing and created them two things is magic in comparison to what we know.
Yeah.
But then, who created that? And then
Or what created it?
Yeah. And then who created that? And then who
Yeah.
created that? So you will never.
Carl Pilkington said it best. God doesn't know his dad.
Yeah.
That we get the story of God from the Bible and fucking all the other different bits of scripture that try to tell the same story in a different way.
Yeah.
But none of them mention where God comes from.
No.
Yeah.
That's it.
Makes no sense.
So no matter what, humans quest to find out where we come from.
Yeah, always.
We might find out where we come from, but we don't know where that come from. Yeah, you'll never like how can there be a fact where that person knew where they come from? Like if you go down the line far enough.
Yeah, even if you are God and you are this almighty being in this universe, how did he get the ability to create this universe? Yeah.
Where did he come from?
Or she.
And
Dan,
that person who
sexist
comes
pig.
and then that probably is.
It's not a she.
Have you ever read?
Would have restarted by now if it were a she. Should have given up.
Men would have been pregnant.
Yeah.
I know. I'll show you what it feels like. It's not like being kicked in the nuts.
It's way easier.
That is crazy that you'll never. Surely that could never be explained because whatever you find out, that explanation will never tell you how.
Or is it that our minds just aren't capable of understanding it? Hence the reason why we can't fathom it.
Definitely that as well.
But
no matter how many facts you get, there'll always be.
I can barely understand how a computer works. Let alone the rest of the universe.
You're fucking right. Yeah.
I get the basic principles of a computer, but I couldn't tell you how it fucking works.
No.
How does sand hold numbers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. When they
how
say,
how the fuck does that work?
yeah, everything is information.
Yeah.
Again, we're not
And
smart.
there's crabs somewhere. I don't know whether this is true or not. 'Cause I heard it on a Ricky Gervais podcast, but there was a company that had been dumping the microchips, crushing them, and a bunch of crabs were in the vicinity of where they were dumping them, and some scientific researchers ended up going through them, and in the DNA they found like ones and zeros in the genetic code from the microchips because they've been processing the sand of the crushed microchips, the silica.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. I could be wrong. I mean, it could just be Ricky Gervais talking bollocks. There's no facts behind it.
No, well, I think eventually everything is ones and zeros, in a sense. Like,
Well, yeah, if you
all
put it through a
information-
computer,
yeah,
everything that goes through a computer is ones and zeros. You know, we're not ones and zeros because we're not a computer.
yeah, but I
We're a
think-
biological computer, I guess.
Yeah, but then if you take it down to the atomic level,
Yeah.
we still end up becoming ones and zeros of information.
Can you turn this fucking lean back off on these chairs?
Yeah,
How do you do that?
pull the stick out. Oh, you've gone and brought me chair, haven't you?
Yeah.
All right, that's second or third.
I don't even know what that's off. I think that might be off a wheel or something.
I keep finding them things right
What the fuck is that
on
off?
the floor every time you come round, and I've never found where they come from. Is it from the arm? Is it from?
I don't know. Yeah, it's off the
Yeah.
arm, yeah.
You're a dodgy. Do you know? Guess how many are broken off when I'm sat on them?
1, 2.
Is that your
Just
phone
one.
as well? Oh no, it's mine.
Sorry?
Have you got
You
some
cripple
beers
head.
on you?
Yeah, I do.
I've only brought one in. We fucked up with Esky tonight.
Right. Yeah, all right then.
That was we lost a bit of control there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Podcast went to shit.
because the fucking chair was plaguing me.
Did you fix my chair?
Well, I fixed it by getting a new one, yeah.
Right, nice one. Yeah, break
Yeah.
that one as well, will you?
I'll try.
The world is amazing. Is basically what we were saying.
Well, it's so entertaining now,
yeah.
wasn't it?
What would you describe your religious standing?
I have no idea. I'm a bit of a coward with religion, to be fair.
Right.
I kind of want to believe that God's there.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. It would be nice,
Yeah.
you know. But I don't know.
Okay.
So I haven't committed either way.
Yeah. Okay.
I just don't like the idea that a God would want me in perpetual servitude. Like, is God so narcissistic that he needs me to bow down in front of him and pray at his feet? And if he is, I don't want to be a part of it anyway.
Well, interesting point to that would be where people who have a faith and purpose like that
Yeah, I get that.
tend to
But your
live
purpose is bowing down to an almighty being.
maybe or yeah maybe
Sounds a bit dictatorial,
on the
doesn't it?
surface, but then so that people can have a more
A full life.
balanced, well-moraled life.
But I have morals anyway. It's one of the best jokes I've done.
You know,
Do you know what I'm saying though? That I don't need God and Jesus in my life to tell me that I shouldn't go around killing people because it's bad for your soul.
probably not. Right? Probably
You
not.
know?
Although, who's taught you that?
Oh, the 12 years of like forced indoctrination at Jesus school when I was a kid.
Therefore,
But I think I would have got that anyway.
no, yeah, from your parents,
Yeah.
who learnt from theirs, who learnt
Yeah.
from theirs, who become
Yeah.
more and more religious, and more like, and then if you trace it all the way back, everyone believed in God. And
Yeah.
therefore, we've got all these morals. Not that God stirs you that way, because if you were in a certain other country,
Yeah, well, you never
Uh,
hear about God.
you throw stones at people in a hole,
Yeah,
or throw gays off roofs.
fair enough.
So we picked a pretty good one, really.
Yeah. You don't have to
But-
make your missus wear a bin bag everywhere
Is
she
our-
goes.
yeah.
Fucking, it's not too bad, is it?
Is our morals actually because of religion or sensibility? Probably religion.
Well, also, only 3 generations or 4 generations ago, an entire generation was sent to war to go and kill and murder, and then when they came back, I mean, you build a fairly solid society on the basis of those men do not want that shit happening again.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think.
Well, yeah.
You know, because I mean, there's only so much killing that you can do in a war type scenario where you just turn full savage and,
Oh my god, yeah.
you know, before you come back and think, no, this is fucking shit. We
Yeah.
don't need to be doing this.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, how many interviews and podcasts have you watched of soldiers, and they just sit there and talk about like, no, war, we should not be doing it.
Yeah.
War is fucked. Fuck war.
Don't glamorize.
Yeah.
It. Don't. Yeah.
The movies make it look like such and such. In fact, I watched one the other day about this sniper, and the poor bloke, he was nearly in tears the whole way through telling it. It was clearly the first time he brought the story out. He's like, my first day out as a sniper, and no, it wasn't SAS. It was American. So it'd have been like a marine or some shit in the desert. Stupid cunt. And he was sat there sniping, watching this like little bit of an army barracks for whoever they were fighting against.
Yeah.
And there was this bloke running back and forth with an old 1980s rifle, or 1890s rifle, British rifle.
Yeah.
And eventually he figured out that it was a rifle, and he just took the shot, killed him. And then the next day they rolled through, and it turned out that it was like a fucking 12-year-old kid that he'd shot.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you could see the heartbreak in the bloke's face, and how much of that can a human take before it destroys them? Doing shit like that.
Fair play to
Mm.
the lads. The lads
You can't
who do it.
comprehend what it would do to you.
No.
You've no idea until you've done it.
It's like them figures coming out of the drone pilots, because drone piloting's reasonably new. It's not just this last few years. It's probably been for 10 years or whatever.
Yeah. Well, since the Iraq War, there's been
Yeah.
missile drones, haven't there?
But they're coming home and going, well, I just fucking flew a PlayStation controller and I've just killed 100 people today.
Yeah.
Imagine what that weighs on you.
I did watch an interview on one of the Ukrainians. It was only a young lad, and he sat there fucking vaping and drinking cans of Red Bull and shit, and he just kept putting his fucking mask on, and his mate runs outside, turns the drone on, and he fucks off and takes out another tank with like 10 people in it.
Oh my god.
He did that a few times a day.
Yeah.
It was fucking... I didn't like him because he had a top knot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, you were paying attention to the right part of the video. Yeah, you really got the point.
You get my point, though.
God, what a shit haircut that murder.
No, you
take that back. Just fighting
don't.
over.
You'll fucking get all the left on your bloody arse after that comment, won't you?
No,
Get a Ukraine flag up in your profile pic ASAP.
Oh my god,
The hypocrisy.
wild.
Mm.
People hadn't even heard of the fucking country.
No. And then all of a sudden, everyone in America loves Ukraine.
Yeah.
Fuck it off.
And England, that flag was going on people's profile pictures.
Yeah,
in England, for sure.
When we first came back, not first came back, we came back from my brother's wedding a few years ago, just as the war had started.
Yeah.
And there was fucking Ukrainian cars all over the place. You know, people fleeing the place.
Really?
I physically remember seeing the Ukrainian number plates. There was even one outside my brother's house.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Because you were getting paid, weren't you, to take in Ukrainian families
Yeah.
at the time?
Yeah.
I don't know whether that's still a thing.
I don't know. We looked at it.
Taking them in.
We just entertained the idea, and I've got to be honest, not proud of it.
Wasn't worth doing.
Well, it's worth helping someone.
You'd get like a bloke with like 7 really fit daughters or something. It'd be worth doing, wouldn't it? They're all like 18 plus. Yeah, I'll take them.
No, it's not.
But Hannah wasn't keen.
There is a chance.
Take door off shower.
this is gonna, it's kind of selfish, but I'm sure a lot of people thought like this. There is a chance a bloke rocks up and lives in your house, and for me to go on the internet and sign me and Hannah up, and Hannah
For
would agree.
£300 a month.
Well, yeah, and you help them out. It's not about the money, is it? But we're putting ourselves that just because they're from Ukraine, nothing to do with this. But inviting a bloke that you don't know into your house,
Mm-hmm.
and then they
Doesn't even speak your language.
doesn't really like, and then they do something. You put in your partner, your wife,
Yeah, if you've got kids.
if you got kids. Yeah, we don't. But I'm like, I thought women and children, I'll do it. And then I just thought I'm putting my household and my family in harm.
danger.
And that's so 99%.
Of course, yeah. It'd be
Yeah.
a very small percentage where something would happen.
Yeah.
But the chance is still there.
Mm,
Your job as a man is to make sure that doesn't happen.
yeah. Made me feel real. When it got to it, when we were looking at it, made me feel uncomfortable. I was like, hold on, you sign, you should have more faith, but signing yourself up for something you don't fucking know. Some bloke could turn up.
You can't have faith in the world anymore because you've seen every fucking video that's on YouTube,
Yeah. And people don't film boring stuff, so 99% is boring.
Yeah.
A mother and child rocks up. We talked about, they could have the front room, we could have a back room, and then for them 6 months,
Yeah.
you go stay there. This is your room. Do what you want with it, whatever.
Just put another door in and screw it
But
shut.
you can't just choose who's coming to you. No.
So you can't get in, they can't get into your side.
No, but just
Put another door in.
No. I think you're missing the point. No, they can have their own space.
You can crawl through window, can't
we
they?
have 2 rooms, don't we? We have a back room and front room.
Yeah.
So they could have the front room, so that if they didn't want to
Give them a bucket
sit
outside
with
for
you,
winter. I do all the bathing in this house.
You will never get this.
La 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 la. If you want a bath, I've got to be there to help you. You dirty bastard, Dan.
Right. Moving on. No,
He's such a creep.
do you know, as well, with the Palestine one, there's nothing like that going on.
No, it's weird how no one wants anyone from Palestine in the house.
Well,
But they were more than happy to
don't
take
know
on
if-
Ukrainians.
don't know if that's the case. That it's not possible. So,
Is it not?
no, Hannah was looking up.
You're such little woke warriors, you two, aren't you? Eh?
No, not at all. We hate wokes. But
These fucking blue-haired people.
I wish they were in Palestine.
Well, the Palestinians would chuck them off a fucking building
Yeah. I know.
whilst they're waving the Palestinian flag.
That whole thing about pride in Palestine.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking...
Did you see that there was a riot in New York? I think it was yesterday or today. And it's some pride marchers and some free Palestine marchers, and they're like clashing up against each other. It's the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. Imagine if you're a Pride for Palestine supporter. Where do you stand and wave your flag?
That's crazy. That's
It was
just
fucking
people gone
ridiculous.
Too far, innit?
People need jobs.
People need jobs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of uni. Guess what? Ain't doing you any fucking good. Well, actually, doctors, please stay. Actually, in uni, we need some of you. But if you're studying,
But don't go to Harvard.
if you're studying sociology or I don't know, some bullshit
Media
course,
studies.
media studies, just go get a job in it.
Yeah, start stacking shelves, you prick.
Yeah.
Get ready to be taken over by AI.
Shit, yeah.
Do you reckon everybody becomes a podcaster when AI takes over all these menial task jobs? Because a YouTuber or a podcaster, you've got no else to do, have you? Like, everybody will just be watching each
Well,
other's content.
There'll be more. Yeah, but after what we've learned, I still don't think 99% of people would
No,
stick
they wouldn't
to
put
it.
the fucking effort in, would they?
It turns out it's right.
There's a reason they were stacking shelves in Asda.
I remember when we uploaded our second episode and it said, "Congratulations, you already got further than 80% of other podcasters."
Yeah,
are like,
now we're
"Wow,"
10 in,
from
and we're
doing
in the top 1% of podcasters.
because no one sticks it because it's a right prick of a job.
It's a fuck around, isn't it?
And anyone listening to this now, go to our Instagram and
Like and subscribe, for fuck's sake.
Look how shit we are. And this is after 17...
Episode 15 were a banger.
Was it?
The one with Ken Belsall,
That's
Into the
14,
Void.
mate.
14,
15,
yeah, we're
15,
really onto it.
15 was a bit meh.
Yeah, it was actually. 15 was meh. But it's alright, we can say that because this comes out afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't stick at it.
Don't listen to that if you're working backwards chronologically.
Yeah. Yeah, because I've worked my way back through podcasts and I'm like, oh, I wish
I'd have started at the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah, God knows, people. Well, it'll just be all sorts.
I can't see. I mean, I know that this is always the case that you can't see where the jobs will be.
Yeah.
When a new technology emerges, but we've never had something as powerful as AI turn up and take over a market.
No.
In 5 years, all of these office jobs will be gone.
Yeah.
For the most part. You know?
Yeah. Think of
These
the
corporate office jobs will be fucking gone because you're just pushing numbers about.
Yeah.
Why would you get an accountant in to do your accounting when AI can do it?
Yeah, I mean, like, they said, like, lawyers and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, literally put... All right, you might still need someone at some point to put forward.
Yeah, but you don't need 10 underlings sitting down reading through the case law.
It does it all.
It already knows it.
That's the weird thing, isn't it? It's so that guy, what's he called? I can't remember his name, and he was being interviewed, and he was saying this isn't like all the other technologies where it takes away the blue collar jobs. It's a technology that first starts with the white collars.
Yeah,
because AI they still can't be a stonemason.
No.
You know, that probably would be
not mobile out on site.
No.
You know.
It can't be a stonemason.
It can in a factory, you know.
Yeah.
For the most part, a lot of those jobs in factories are gone.
3D printing and all that shit.
Yeah.
As well. But yeah, obviously it can't build a house out on site yet.
And repairs will be extremely hard for AI to do. You know.
Yeah. How do you program this bizarre one repair?
Yeah.
You know, if anyone,
a one-off,
which
prototypes,
tradesmen would understand.
Yeah.
You know,
so those jobs will always be there, I think.
I think practical jobs will. The only thing is,
unless they actually build a fucking humanoid robot.
Yeah.
Then we're fucked. Then we're completely fucked.
We're all fucked then. Then we go to, well...
But then it becomes Terminator, doesn't it? And we've got to go back and fucking defeat Skynet.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's where it goes. AI president, Terminator, world ends.
I know it.
That's the timeline, isn't it?
It'll be the end of us, but AI president, I'm voting for to that.
Yeah, well, speaking of which,
stiff.
I still don't know who to fucking vote for in the upcoming elections.
UK, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, UK elections. UKIP, maybe. Well, it's not UKIP anymore, is it? It's Reform.
Is it?
Nigel Farage has just announced that he's going to run for Prime Minister.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I don't like him the least of everybody else who's running. You know, Keir Starmer isn't worth a fuck.
No.
Communist prick.
Apparently he's got it, though. I've been trying to listen to a few, because it comes up a bit on the podcast, and we're completely uneducated. Trying to listen to a few podcasts about, I was telling you last week about Simple Politics.
Yeah.
And they just said, like, no matter what, Keir Starmer is winning.
Yeah.
Yeah, so met peace with that, but still learn about everything. I'm like, oh, fucking hell.
The thing is with him, he's so dangerous to free speech.
Yeah.
He really is a danger to it. I know the Tories weren't great, but...
What does that look like? Why?
Well, I mean, he was a supporter of the harassment laws that came in Scotland.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and they are a big deal. They're a massive infringement on free speech. You can't say anything nasty to anyone about anything. They were basically a fucking Islamic blasphemy law, is what they were, which is insane if you break it down.
Is he a proper stiff?
Who?
Keir Starmer.
He's just a fucking politician. They're all stiffs, aren't they? He wanks on about how his dad was a toolmaker, but he wasn't. His dad owned a company, a massive company that did tool making.
Yeah, you did say last week, actually.
You know,
He
that couple hundred employees is not a fucking blue collar man, is it?
hopefully then he will be like every other politician and not come through on any of his promises.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, but they push. What I don't understand is why can't a politician stand up and say, actually, we've got enough fucking laws. In fact, there's too many fucking laws. A lot of the laws that we've got are redundant.
Yeah.
You know, and go on a fucking freedom spree.
Chopping them out.
Yeah. Bullshit fucking laws. You can only do 10 mile an hour on Lake Windermere. Bullshit law. Get rid of it.
Like Windermere.
Yeah, I know. It's just the first one that came into my head. It's a ridiculous law.
It's a big point in House of Commons at the minute is like Windermere.
Yeah. Well, why do we need a police force specifically for the boats on Lake Windermere? What a massive drain on resources.
I know. It should be a free-for-all, shouldn't it? Like,
It should, yeah. If you're willing to go out there is a chance you might die. You know that, but you go out anyway.
well,
I don't
yeah.
need telling by the state that I can't do that. You might hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Right, and?
But, okay, yeah. I agree. But do we want... Well, I don't even know if Lake Windermere has this. A Coast Guard.
Yeah, but the Coast Guard is publicly funded.
Yeah.
Air ambulances are publicly funded. They're not funded by the government.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point. So, public funds it. Public do what the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And help me.
We, as a public, want it. If I see the air ambulance donation things, I always chuck a couple of quid in if I've got it on me.
Yeah.
Because if I ever fucking need it, I fucking want it there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Yeah. Fair play. Yeah.
especially where we live. Like, fine, if you live in London, fuck you. You can't land a helicopter anywhere.
I know, yeah. Yeah, you get an Uber.
Yeah. So you can sit in traffic.
I wonder what the majority of people would ask. If you ask, because also you got the stiffs.
Yeah, and there's so many of them, though.
Right.
Fucking morbid, miserable bastards.
So, like, okay, hey, should we take all the rules away and just go hell for leather?
I'm not saying take all the rules away. I'm saying take some.
Yeah, okay.
Especially
yeah,
the
okay,
red
well,
tape stuff.
You know, like speed limits. Because you take speed limits away.
On the motorway, yeah. I understand doing 20 outside of primary school. That makes sense. But why have we got 70 mile an hour speed limits from the 60s on the motorway?
Yeah.
You know.
My mind goes straight away to dickheads.
Yeah, fucking,
And-
that's natural selection. Let them kill themselves.
No, but the problem is the dickheads who cut you up and they cut someone up and then it's the person they cut up that's fucked.
Then introduce training because
But
you
they're
can go
gonna
to
speed
Germany and
anyway.
do it.
They're
Yeah,
gonna
they're going
speed
to speed anyway.
Yeah, they're doing it now.
Yeah, there's no difference. Just let them do 200 mile an hour up motorway. It's not a fucking issue.
I know, it's just
They're in a Golf R. If they crash, they will die, and everybody else is better off for it.
except the people they go through the barrier at 200 mile an hour.
Yeah. Well,
and
just
kill.
put a fucking big
It's the
concrete
thing,
wall
innit?
in the middle of the motorway all the way down. Then,
Yeah, okay.
but they've got the motorways in Germany,
I know.
the autobahns.
Yeah. I don't.
They
know.
manage it. So why can't we?
Do we even have good enough roads to do?
No, do we? Fuck. I keep telling you this.
That's a good-
If a politician ran on, we're going to send the army round the border, and anyone coming in illegally is going to get shot, and we're going to repave every single road in the country. You'd fucking get in by a landslide.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody's sick of immigration. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And everybody is sick of the bullshit, apocalyptic state of our roads.
Yeah. That's fucking definitely true.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. Well, immigration, I don't know. I agree with immigration, but not poorly managed.
Not open
immigration.
border.
No.
I don't agree with open border situations.
No. No.
Like we literally have now.
Yeah, that's fucked up. Some
And we'll
fucked up
ship them off to Rwanda. Or just stop them getting in.
stuff.
You know?
But, like we're an island.
Can't be that hard. We're an island, yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be that hard.
No.
Correct immigration, I'm all for.
Yeah. Or if they get in a dinghy in Norway and they manage to get here, fucking fair play. Come on in, son. You've got a bit of graft about you.
Oh, okay. So if you've been right,
You know, if you can make that journey in a dinghy, like there's a bit of nous about you there, isn't there?
yeah.
Welcome in. We'll give you a job.
Yeah, because the problem is as well is when they persecute them people for doing that, and they say, well, you haven't got a visa, therefore you can't work properly. Then they go off and work dodgily and they all live in a 20-man house. It's a worse
Then
thing, isn't it?
quadruple the police force to send round and get these fuckers out.
Tell you what, when you're talking about putting the army on the border and so I watched a video last night. The capability of the British army.
Oh, penniless. Pitiful.
The video started off with the British army is no longer recognised as a first grade army.
No, not at all.
It's now second grade, which means
isn't there less than 100,000 troops in the British Army now?
Yeah, it was going through all its equipment, and it has only
fucking woeful.
It only has something like 35 Apache helicopters.
Yeah.
Right, and there was loads of other figures. There was loads of it has 100 jets, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. And I was going, when you think about 100, I was like, I didn't know it was that fucking low.
No.
I was like, holy shit! And we only have 60 of these tanks and 30 of these, but 30 of these are getting phased out.
At the same time, though, like there's only 60, 70 million, or probably 20 million people in this country paying a legitimate amount of tax.
Yeah.
So if you narrow down that it costs you 1.5 billion for one jet, so then if you times that by we've got 100 jets, that's 150 billion pounds that we've got in jets, and that's got to be funded by the taxpayer just for the jets, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, you divide 150 billion by 20 million. Every single person. I'm going to do it now. It's a wild number when you actually break it down.
That's a shoot. I don't think a jet does cost 1.5 billion.
It does. Yeah. Pretty fucking sure.
Because I was watching last night, we paid something along the lines of that for our latest Harrier fleet, and then we sold it to America for 300 million, and they were like, "That was a fuck up."
Yeah, sounds about right.
Americans got a real good deal, but that was for a fleet of Harrier jump jets.
Wait one moment, please, caller.
Quick maths. Right, we're going off. Really need to know.
Right, so that's every year, that's 750 quid per person to run our Harrier jet scheme. That's just for the Harrier jet scheme.
This issue, yeah.
So if you're earning 100 grand a year and you take 20%, that's 20 grand. So that's 10% of your budget just spent on the jets.
Or army,
that's just on the fucking jets.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
No, 7.5% of your budget spent just on jets.
It made me worried, that video, because the figures they were putting towards, and I think it was an American-made video, but there's a lot of people that obviously do the research, and I don't know. I think it's like publicly announced what armies have, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. Within reason.
And I was like, wow, we have.
There has to be some accountability as how many people are in the army and what they use.
Yeah.
You know, it has to be budgeted
We have
for.
nothing. We had basically he said if we went to war with Russia with our tanks,
they'd wipe us out in a day.
I think it said 5 days.
Yeah.
Is what it would take to wipe out all of our tanks, and I was like, well, that doesn't sound.
To be fair though, right, if every village around the UK started making drones with C4 attached to them, we'd take out the Russian tanks within a week as well.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. It said not only have we got a low supply of everything, but we've also sent almost something like 10 between 10 and 20% of everything we own already to Ukraine. Like, what? We don't have ammunition to last us. I think that was what it was. We don't have ammunition to last us longer than 5 days. I was like, what?
But you can soon ramp up ammunition manufacture.
Yeah.
That would not take. It's fairly simple to
wartime.
Yeah, ammunition is fairly simple to. But even just to manufacture of small arms would be a difficult thing to ramp up.
You got to wait. It still takes time, doesn't it?
Oh, it'd take weeks and weeks to ramp up the manufacture of small arms. You know, if you decided tomorrow that you're going to conscript half the fucking country, How are you going to make 70 million guns in a day?
It's a problem. They send everyone who's conscripted with shit.
Yeah.
You just cannon
It's
fodder.
exactly why it's a load of fucking bollocks, because
Yeah.
you would just be cannon fodder.
Yeah. You haven't got the right gear.
No.
What is amazing is when you watch every World War One and World War Two documentary, is what humans can achieve so much under pressure.
Yeah.
And when you watch them go to war, which is the biggest pressure you can get, what they achieve, like
Well, I mean, look, after World War One, we achieved the flight of man. And then by the end of World War Two, we had fucking radar and nukes and fucking jets. And
yeah.
not many years later, 20 years later, we were on the fucking moon.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Stuff that you wouldn't even think. So, how England, when Germany was bombing London,
Yeah.
this isn't high tech, but it's like doing it now, like shivers down my spine. I think how cunning and ridiculous it is. They made blow up aeroplanes and tanks.
Yeah, in fields.
And
Yeah.
put them on the fields. So that when they flew over, they were like, bomb that. And they were just bombing balloons.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's just humans using the brains suddenly to like, right, this is what we've got. We've got nothing. So let's just go out there and just achieve it. Whatever. Blow up tanks. And that made them bomb the balloons instead of the cities. And you're like, it's genius, but it's so simple as well. But you're like, humans, when they put under pressure like that, they'll achieve something really amazing.
The British managed to invent the radar in World War Two.
Yeah.
And then kept it under wraps for nearly all of the war.
Yeah.
And then they cracked the what was the fucking code called? I can never remember it.
Oh.
Whatever. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do. It's like the German code, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It's not Morse code though.
No, it wasn't.
Morse
No.
code. Bollocks.
It's on the tip of me tongue.
Is it Alan Turing?
Yeah, Alan Turing, yeah. The man who invented the computer.
Yeah.
Not bad. He should have fucking never bothered.
That film's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, but all that all went on.
Yeah.
In houses and stuff during the World War. Like, it's amazing. God knows.
Bit of ingenuity because you're forced to be
yeah. Do we have that
ingenuitive?
anymore? Is there a community?
Ingenious.
Is there a community enough? Would everyone band together or?
Yeah, of course they fucking would.
How many
Someone's.
beers you got?
There's another one left here for you, buddy.
I've got one in the fridge if you need it. But
Yeah, I can sort that out later.
cheers, mate. Yeah. It's so impressive, but I don't know about this one. I just don't know. Maybe we shouldn't get into it because I get so deep into it.
Well, and you get fucking dark on the world.
Yeah, I do.
You know?
Because I just can't believe
fuck this.
because
thing.
it all turns to nuclear.
It is a bit easier that way.
It is, isn't it?
Mm.
It all makes sense. They talk about nuclear, and then you go, but who's
Yeah, so
going
what's the
to
point?
do it?
Yeah.
Who's?
Yeah, but all you need is one lunatic like fucking Biden in charge, and
But they're going to die also. Why kill and he's not in charge, right?
No,
So
but if
there
they're
are
going to
some
lose,
people-
I think America would press the button if they thought they were going to lose a war. If invasion looked imminent and they were going to lose a war, I think America would do it.
Because as soon as the button's pressed, that's it.
I don't think Russia would.
Do you not think? Because obviously that's
press
what
the
he's
button.
saying.
I don't think that it would.
Because he said, if you put American NATO troops into Ukraine and they walk, we fire nukes.
Yeah, and they're already doing it.
They are, and
as doctors,
they're talking
doctors with rifles.
Yeah, support, aren't they? They discussed it. I don't know if they actually are.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they've said that we're going to send support workers in.
Yeah.
Unarmed support workers. So that's the initial warming us all up to going, no, now we've got to send troops.
Yeah. I feel like we should get off this war topic. We get onto it on every single fucking episode.
Yeah, we should.
Because it is fucking depressing, isn't it? You know?
I tell you what, just before we get off it, we've started making a list.
A list?
A list. So we're going to begin just collecting a few things ready.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
I think
it's worth doing, isn't it?
I don't think so many people realise how on the fucking brink.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I envy, and also
A generator, a steam engine.
I'm not going that far.
Okay.
All we're going to do is just for 2 weeks, can you live in your own house without leaving the front door?
Yeah.
That's all we're going to do.
Yeah, okay.
Because you can go so far. If you watch a prepper, we've spoken
Oh,
about
yeah,
before,
it gets ridiculous
it
where
gets
you've
ridiculous.
got a 10-year plan.
Yeah, you get a generator. Even a generator, you get a generator, you're going to have a shed full of
petrol. Yeah.
We're just going to do, can we survive in our own house?
For 2 weeks.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Water and very shitty food.
Yeah.
I showed
But all you
Hannah
need is a few pasta and sauces.
pasta sauce, yeah.
You know.
Baked beans, potatoes,
Yeah.
tin, everything tinned.
Yeah, and a bow and arrow.
I'm not going to shoot Hannah if that's what you're saying.
I don't think Hannah would be the fucking issue. I mean, she probably would be the biggest issue for you, wouldn't she? She'd probably beat you up.
She gets sick to death when I'm going, you're only
2
allowed,
weeks.
when I start rationing her.
Yeah, one bean a day.
Yeah, she can eat that girl. She will not be happy when I'm going one tin a day. She might shoot me.
She can eat that girl. I bet she can't wait to hear this episode. Should we edit that?
Hey, no. She went, hey, you look fantastic, Han. But she can.
You will do off one bean a day.
She ain't gonna be out. She looked at the list I made and she like, fucking tin potatoes. I was like, well, yeah. Don't forget, we're not like cooking up a storm. This is like it's gonna live in a cupboard just in case.
Yeah. All you need is a box like fucking yay big to last 2 weeks.
Yeah. It's not too much. We worked it out. It's about 40 or 50 tins.
4 litres of water a day per person. You know,
Well,
you can survive off 2.
you can go off 2.
Yeah.
You can go off 2. Then you have to think, dogs. Have you got a dog? Do you want
Yeah,
them to
true.
survive?
Yeah.
So it turns to 5 litres a day for a couple with a dog. Because they'll have a litre. You can collect rainwater for...
I was going to say, it wouldn't really be an issue, water, I don't think, around here.
Yeah, but we shouldn't be drinking rainwater all day, really. I mean, you can.
You'd soon fucking get right with it.
You'd be alright with it, but it's good to collect some water.
Or just buy like a 2 micron filter, and then you're sweet.
Yeah, or buy some water.
Yeah, but long term. Well, I suppose if you're only going for 2 weeks.
This is what I mean. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds ridiculous, and I wasn't going to say it because some people will listen and go, "It's fucking ridiculous."
It's ridiculous.
But we've got a cupboard upstairs empty. Fucking put it up there.
Yeah.
Just some food.
Couple of flashlights, couple of batteries, and a radio.
And then, look at COVID. Fucking toilet rolling out. There's no harm in having a couple of bags of pasta.
It's 10 litres a day then, isn't it? You don't have to store fucking toilet roll.
Yeah. There's no harm.
But you won't be shitting if you're only eating 2 beans a day. You know.
Yeah.
After the first couple of days, you're sweet, aren't you?
Yeah, that's true. You just don't know what... It's not even about... It kind of is about war. That's why we're doing it. Because we are so fucking close. I don't think people realise. But other stuff, pandemic. If a pandemic was like 10% worse than COVID, you ain't going to want to... Maybe not 10%. 20, 30%.
5.
What would
If
you
it were
say?
10% worse than COVID, it wouldn't happen. It wouldn't get off the ground and spread.
Well, maybe no, but I'm thinking like COVID 10% worse than like a normal flu, like maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
10% worse than a normal flu.
10%
Yeah,
worse, yeah. Where the mortality rate goes up a bit.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna want to take that risk then. Yeah. So you might want to just go, hey, let's fucking fuck work.
Oh, you're gonna make me fucking spend some money now, aren't you?
Well, and it costs a bomb.
Yeah.
So I started working it out, like, right, how much does tinned... you start working it out, how much does tin potatoes cost? It's about 80p a tin, right? No problem. Yeah, but you need 20 of them.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so we're on like 15, 16 quid. How about the beans? It's like, oh, they're 20 quid. And then you start doing that, and you go, oh, what, for 2 weeks, for something that we don't even know is going to happen, it suddenly works out 150 quid with all the water. And you're like, which is nothing over time.
Yeah.
But to do it when people don't even think it's a possibility.
If it all went fucked, would you immediately go and start bombing the data centers for banks so that you don't earn any money on your mortgage when they turn the power back on? Just turn into an anarchist.
That's another thing I've been looking at. Money, right? If war kicked off, so many people would run to the ATM and go and try to draw out
every penny.
And then we know that I think it's something like if 10% of England's population withdrew their whole savings account, there'd be no money.
Well, if the entirety of London went to the bank and drew out every penny in their account, the whole world's economy would collapse.
The whole world's economy. There'd be no money left in the banks. Your money,
because that money just doesn't exist.
Yeah. The cash physically.
The cash physically. Yeah.
So I was looking that up. Should I draw some, along with all this, just getting a bit of something in the ground? Should I draw some cash out? Not all of it. Should I just draw a few? Whatever. Put it in a cupboard so that if the banks go to shit, you've got something, even though it might not be worth fucking anything. And then it drew me onto.
If you put all your cash under bed, you'll be burning your ass on light bulb, won't you? Hey?
Fucking wish.
Amount of holidays you go on in a year.
maybe this light bulb on a stupid extension lead. It said. Just so it said, so everyone knows your mortgage, because people had started asking, do you still owe a mortgage in a war? They said, no matter what,
you still owe the bank.
You always owe the bank, and there's nothing in place to say you don't have to pay it back every week. If they were in war, you fucking owe 700 quid a month in your mortgage.
Yeah, fuck yeah, the banks don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that does not stop.
That's what I mean. Right? Would you just turn anarchist? Like, no, fuck the banks. Go and bomb the data centers. You'd have to go to fucking Finland or Iceland or something like that, wouldn't you, where all the data centers are?
Yeah, I do.
Have you seen these massive complexes that Facebook have got up in the Arctic Circle?
No.
Oh, mate, you'll have to have a Google of it. It's wild. They're fucking huge buildings that they built out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
Really?
Just to keep all the computers cool that do all the storage. It's cheap cooling.
Yeah, don't pay any money for all fans. And
Yeah. Well, they still have the fans, but...
it
is fucking insane how much power they're drawing as well.
Wow.
You think about all the data that goes through something like Facebook every day.
This is the thing.
And it's all stored. Everything that you put on Facebook is stored. Has to go somewhere, doesn't it? It doesn't just... I know people think that the cloud is in the sky, but it's not. It's in a fucking building in LA.
It has to be somewhere. Yeah, like my OneDrive now, from all mine and Hannah's whole life together, is now up to like 17.
And if you buy a little card, like 120 gigs is fucking yay big. Well, how many hundreds and thousands of gigs?
Yeah.
Billions of gigabytes,
Yeah.
Are produced every single day.
Yeah, I was thinking I have 15 gig of photos from the last 15 years of my life.
Yeah.
But I also have, there's way more than 15 gig of podcasts that me and you have done in the last 3
6
months.
Yeah. 6 months.
More, yeah.
5 months, or whatever.
4.
Did we start in January?
We started talking about it in January. We only actually started in February.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, we're good, aren't we?
And we've come a long way.
What is it, 16, 17?
17.
Fucking, we're nearly knocking on the door of 20, aren't we? Eh?
We're going to have to pick up our game at 20, I think.
Yeah. No. Right, come on, you get another point up now. It's your turn.
I've got plenty. Oh, so
I've got plenty.
Last week,
You got random words written down in a note.
there was one I read today. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" And I don't think I worked it out. I'll just look at it again. Oh no, I spelt it wrong. I told you last week about we bought the revival shots, so they're like electrolytes, right? So they come last week.
They were like the Prime drink.
The Prime. What I was saying
basically
is
the same shit.
Prime does a similar job, only these are built for it. More of a fun thing. We're all about drinking on this podcast.
Support Prime.
Fuck me, did I feel better that morning?
Yeah?
Yeah, so I went out.
Really?
Yeah, I went out Saturday. I was drinking from 12 o'clock in the afternoon till 10 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm. Hero. It's a shift, that, isn't it?
That's a shift, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, at a parade that I thought everyone would be drinking at, I was the only person drinking around a load of kids.
The gay parade.
And families, yeah. I thought it was going to be a drinking event. It wasn't. It was just me with a full esky of beers.
Yeah, but you turned up, didn't you? You committed.
Turned up.
You committed at that
I
point.
was like tipsy just the whole day, just like just rocking a real.
It's such a lovely day when you get
Just-
that tipsy buzz the whole day, isn't it?
Just rocking a buzz all day.
Nice warm day.
Awesome, yeah.
Fucking, there's nothing better.
Yeah. So I knocked back this revival shot, and I woke up the next
We sound
morning.
like compulsive alcoholics.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
No better.
So it's 30 quid for 30 pouches, right?
Mm-hmm.
Worth every fucking penny.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna. You know how
We'll
when
get
you
on to him for a sponsorship.
I know we should. I
Fucking hell, we
don't
should.
think they want to be tied to.
We can wank on every week about how we feel so
I'll
good
tag
on a
'em.
fucking Sunday.
I'll
Yeah,
tag
tag
'em.
him.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
tag
yeah,
'em.
should you?
They could be our first sponsor if they want 24 people to hear about the product.
I'm sure they do, because all of these 24 people will be prime targets.
Yeah, every single. fucking
Every
one of
single
them.
fucking one of them.
Your mum listens, doesn't she?
She needs it.
She'll be buying a
Yeah.
box.
She'll be on a subscription immediately.
Go on, man.
She only listened to one episode and had enough.
Oh,
She didn't even get all the way
she'll
through
have
it.
She'll have been disgusted.
Yeah,
won't
she was.
Like, fucking language on that.
Especially when I was talking about her giving me CTE. I got quizzed over that when we went for tea the other week.
Well,
Why have you been telling everyone that I've been smacking you all your life? I was like, you fucking did.
truth hurts. Sam.
Yeah.
And
No, I did not.
Look at
Lucy was there and she was, Mum, yeah, you fucking did. Beat the snot out of him every week.
yeah. Truth hurts. I mean,
Yeah.
the evidence is there, and he's fucked.
Look at me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well worth it. The only problem
Look
is,
at me. I am the captain now.
so there's a sugar that exists, right? So me and Hannah bought them together. So we both had one together.
Brown sugar.
No, it's a sugar that's in J2Os and shit like that. You know, like a really fake sugar.
Yeah,
It's a specific type.
Artificial sugar
Artificial. And it gives people who suffer from migraines and stuff like that real bad headaches. So Hannah had one after we recorded the podcast on Friday night. 'Cause
Yeah.
she'd been in other room having margaritas on her own.
Yeah, she had, yeah.
Loving life. She woke.
I'm more worried for her than me.
Yeah.
3 margaritas by herself.
She comes back in after we've recorded the podcast, and she's more pissed than we are.
Yeah. Having a great old time
Yeah,
watching
she
fucking
loves it.
reality shows.
Yeah. But she tried the revival shots, and she couldn't sleep all night. She had a banging headache. She woke up the next morning, pissed off, fucked up, migraine. It's the sugar, and it's happened when we went out one night when we weren't drinking last October.
We're not doing that this
We
year.
had no, I can't. Yeah, can't.
We
afford
can't,
to. It's
yeah.
It's our brand.
Yeah. Can't do sober
Podcast-
October.
podcast is
That'll be the
literally
month that
named
we
after
go
it.
on holiday.
Well, we just have other drugs to be fair. Like it's just about not drinking.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
you can go and do smack, but you can't drink beer.
Yeah. That's all right.
That's good.
Give your body a rest from alcohol.
But get smacked up.
Smacked up.
Fucking men.
Smacked up.
Be a good month, that, wouldn't it?
Ketflix and chill.
Ketflix and pills.
So she woke up feeling like shit. So I was like, I tried one the next morning. I did have a little bit of a headache, but if you don't really suffer from it, I went to bed the night I got pissed, and it just took away. I was up, I walked the dog for an hour, come home, clean the house,
Lunatic.
and it just, I'm like, you know when you normally have that comment where it's like, I'm all right, but I could tell I drank.
Yeah.
I could tell I drank wasn't there.
Ooh.
It was just like maybe I was just a little tiny bit tired, maybe, or something like that. And I
Because you
think
never sleep right for a skinful, do you?
you don't. I normally have a hit of weed before I go to bed. I sleep real good.
Hiss of the pint.
Yeah. I sleep pretty good, but I felt great. It's not the miracle cure, but it's well better than your 2 pints of water. It is like 10 times better. So I'm going to take that on the stag do for sure.
Oh, well, fucking sign me up.
Yeah.
It's getting
And
expensive,
they've
this
done-
fucking stag do, isn't it?
Yeah. No.
It's going to cost me 10 quid in revitalising myself after a skinful.
They've just released today, funnily enough, a no sugar one. So Hannah's going to buy that and try it because better off to not have the
It's like
sugar.
the vegan version of drinking.
Yeah. Not really. But yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. So, if you want to get pissed a couple of nights in a row, because I went straight out on Sunday after that being drunk all day,
Yeah.
and just got pissed up again. They were great.
You fucking
And then I had
hero.
another one that night.
And you didn't have a week full of depression?
No, that always happens.
Yeah, I was at work.
Woke up Monday thinking like, oh, let's see if this helps with work. Guess what? In the fucking gym.
Of course you were.
Don't know
You had to bring that up, didn't you?
As soon as I started telling him, I was like, I'm gonna tell him. Yeah, straight in the gym. Had a good session. Grand. So that's the way forward. So that was one of my points.
So shout out to who?
Revival.
Revitaligo.
Revival. That's about it. Oh, maybe getting too much back on the old point, but did you see Trump's been convicted?
Has he actually been convicted?
Been convicted.
I did not see, no.
Yeah, juries found him guilty on all 34 counts of
Trying to hide the fact that he had sex with a prosy.
Yeah. Which I don't really even see why is illegal. Well, it wasn't that he hid that, it's the way he paid her.
Right.
But how
So is he going to go to prison?
We don't know yet, but probably not.
Right, okay. Because he can still run for president from prison.
Yeah. Although,
Which would mean that he would immediately pardon himself.
Which would be wild.
It would be so entertaining though, wouldn't it?
Wild.
Like for reality TV on BBC would go through the fucking roof, wouldn't it?
Yeah. So if you believe in anything other than the news, the whole thing was he committed these crimes 8 years ago. They knew about it 8 years ago, but they brought him to trial a few weeks before he has to start running for president on the full debates.
Yeah.
And all that.
Yeah.
So they've prosecuted him just now, thinking this will harm him. He raised, I don't have the figures, it's probably gone up loads. He raised, or his FundMe page raised millions.
Yeah.
Everyone jumped on the internet and started sending him money.
I think that he might win.
I think he will.
I can't see anyone really wanting Biden to be president.
Only because we don't listen to freaks who think Biden's a good person, though. If you actually
Yeah, but just knowing like half the stories about, I mean, we've heard all the bad shit about Trump, and he's a monster. You know he is, and it is a choice between a douche and a turd. To quote South Park, it really is. But Biden's so much more corrupt than Trump is.
Biden's just
Don't get me wrong.
He's just a puppet. But I don't think is, I think Trump will get into office. Russia and Ukraine will end.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm full of shit.
Palestine, Israel will end. Maybe.
I think so. That one I'm a bit more like confused about. I don't know if that's like
I'd be so excited if it did though.
Talk yourself into, but
you just hope, because you know that it's not going to happen under the Biden administration.
No, they want it.
Yeah,
they want it, and also guess what? It's distracting everybody from
the bullshit that is the Biden administration.
Ukraine and Russia. I was going to say, like, no one's talking about
that too,
Ukraine and Russia because look at what Palestine are doing. Some of it isn't necessarily affecting things just as much. So he got prosecuted. Turns out everyone's gone. I think they've seen that as a call of like, oh wow, this is
call to arms.
Bullshit. Yeah, this is more bullshit than we thought. He's going to appeal it. His son's just done an interview with Tucker Carlson, which was really interesting.
Yeah, he's a fucking lunatic, dangerous psycho though.
Yeah, but he couldn't listen to him talk though.
Yeah, talk, but I've also seen what he does to his actual empire. In his empire, he's got an empire of massive like rental properties, hasn't he? Yeah. And he is a fucking cunt of a landlord. He really is a monster.
Is it him? So
yeah, no, it is Jared or whatever his name is.
Donald Trump?
Oh, it's Trump Jr., yeah. Well, I don't know.
Donald Trump Jr.?
Yeah, whatever. I know that one of them has a fucking massive real estate empire, and he is a fucking nasty piece of work.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But listen to him talk on the situation, and you're like, yeah, I can't fucking disagree. You can't. He just sounds well-rounded. He even said, like, guess what? I don't agree with my dad on fucking everything. Like, my dad can be a bit of a dick sometimes.
Yeah.
But
nobody thinks any different than that, you know?
He's an American, and he wants America to do well.
Yeah.
And, doesn't necessarily... Everyone thinks, like, oh, English doesn't bother us. I'll be watching... That's the first election I'm going to watch.
He said that.
No, me.
Oh,
I'm
you,
saying
yeah,
that, yeah. Like, I think maybe me and you should get together for beers and maybe we'll record
We'll do it live, watching the election night.
Yeah.
Get shit-faced watching the election.
If we make it to election night...
Without getting bombed.
Without getting bombed. Because
Yeah.
I think that's a real thing, is if they
the
see
next
it
month.
going west, yeah,
Yeah, okay.
I think it'll start before that.
So do you think that there is a chance that we could all be bombed before Trump could get in office?
November, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Shit.
I think this is...
So if we make it through December, we're in the clear.
If we make it to November,
Yeah.
if we make it to October, I'm going to have a better thing. But I think next up is Trump getting assassinated.
It's possible, isn't it?
Because they tried sending him to prison. He ends up raising, and I think it's in the hundreds of millions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
that much?
serious. They said, turns out that didn't work. So now what? Kill him.
And it's not discouraging people from voting from him because Biden and Kamala Harris are so despicable.
Yeah. It's showing more. It's showing like people are starting to add up. Like, well, why is he in court 1 week before they begin the
campaign?
Big campaign. Not the full campaign, but I think it's like the run up to the main election.
I loved the criticisms of the Biden calling out Trump to come and do a debate.
Yeah,
it was so much fun watching it. People were like, look how many times they had to cut it for him to make sense.
God, yeah.
It was like 15 cuts in like 40 words.
So bad.
He's fucked.
Waffling.
Like
he can't
he's just
debate.
fucked now.
He can't debate.
No, he'll have someone in his ear.
He said he will debate before the trial, but now it looks like Trump's not going to prison.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what he says now when he goes, let's debate. They've not allowed
Robert Kennedy.
I was going to say Robert Downey Jr. Robert Kennedy. He's not even allowed to debate anyone, which is ridiculous.
Because
Robert
he'd win.
Kennedy,
He'd win.
Yeah. That still might be like this weird shock thing. I've heard Robert Kennedy, and I can't explain it because
he's up to like 12% in the polls or something, which is
and
ridiculous.
he said there are fucked up things that could happen. He didn't say it like that, but he said there's fucked up things that could happen where actually I'm doing.
How did he say it? There are fucked up things that could happen.
He was way more. I know they've got to put a brave face on, but he was way more confident than I feel like he should have been. But then I'm like, but he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
And he was like, no. He said, I just need this. I need Biden to do well, and then technically I'll actually do better than I'm even doing now, or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It's so hard to understand all of it, but I'm gonna.
And they have the electoral college, which makes
watch.
no fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't even.
American politics, it is just like a reality TV program, isn't it? But the problem with it is such a dangerous, powerful company for it to be a reality TV show.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But then you don't want them to be like China either, you know?
No,
because I enjoy my own personal freedoms.
But it's just ridiculous. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be an act. There should be no reality show going on.
No, there shouldn't at all.
There shouldn't be anything. It should just be interviews, honest interviews. That's it. Make your mind up. There should be no way where they can play these games and be funded and do whatever.
No, there should be no funding whatsoever, should there?
They should each get like a 2 million. Like, here's 2 million.
Yeah, if you're going to be, there should be a pool for people to campaign from.
Yeah.
So it's capped at fucking $3 million per competitor in the race.
Yeah.
If you want to contribute to the pool of people that want to compete for president, you donate into this pool, but you can't donate directly to a particular candidate.
Yeah.
That should be the way it should be here as well.
No, not even allow even anything. Just there's no donations. If you make it to the ballot, or whatever, then the government gives you 2 million each.
Yeah.
Go travel
and
the
do
country.
Your campaigning.
Go do your There's nothing else. You make it to a point, and then this is what you get. And that's the only amount of money you could. And your then team can then play that however you want to do. You either could do 100 times around the country, or you do one with big shows. That's it.
Yeah.
And you get nothing else. If we find out you spent a penny more, you get fined or you get told.
Yeah, well, the money runs out. You can't do any more.
And people listen. No one's listening to this, but people who listen to this and go, why are you worried about American politics?
Because if America doesn't succeed, we're fucked.
We are America now.
Yeah.
We're
the West is America,
we're
isn't
a
it?
little support country, and if they go to war, we're bound by NATO and all that shit.
Yeah.
We're fucked, and they'll make a mincemeat out of
Look
us.
how many young British lads died because America invaded Iraq.
Yeah.
Imagine it 10 times worse and on our fucking doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's NATO overall, but at the end of the day, America calls the shots. But America were the one to say we're putting troops on the ground in Russia.
Yeah.
And they're the people who will drag us
I don't
in the
understand
ditch.
what the fascination is with getting into Russia. I mean, I know they've got a bit of oil and whatnot, but they're not a massive player like Saudi. Why aren't we invading Saudi?
I just don't even think. Is it even for oil at this point, or is it just
I don't
for
fucking know. I don't get what it's all about. It
weapon
makes no sense to me.
sales,
Yeah, probably.
controlling land, like taking on?
I think you probably
more than
hit the
a
nail on the head there with the military-industrial complex.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably all it's about.
How can you?
And if the oil companies make money, then win-win.
Yeah. How can you afford to keep a military complex going without going to war? You can't spend
Yeah.
trillions a year, because I think it is trillions
Oh,
a year, without sending them to war and then going, we need more bullets. Because eventually, once you've made 15 trillion bullets, there's no need to make more. You have to shoot them.
Yeah. You can't just keep producing them.
You have to
can
fucking shoot them. And then
these bullet factories will make fucking millions of bullets a day.
millions of bullets a day.
Having said that, they probably get shot just in schools in America.
Oh. Oh.
Schools and poor neighbourhoods.
I bet it's still more interesting than RE.
Fucking is it ever? I wish there was a school shooting when I was in RE. Get me out.
Fucking hell. That might be the worst thing we've said yet.
Yeah. It's
Jesus wept. I'm gonna.
I don't even know where to go from that.
That'd be a cracking point to end on, I think.
I think
do you
it
reckon?
probably would, yeah. Oh well,
She's the
cheers,
worst-
buddy.
worst
The
podcast.
worst bit of content we've ever put out. We'll end on that. Good night.
We've had a pretty serious chat, so that'll do.
Yeah,
That'll do, eh?
Because everyone will have clicked off because of the boring shit that we were on about, so no one will hear
well,
that.
I kind of like religious shit and like appreciating the magic of the world.
Mm.
I don't mind a bit of that.
Yeah, but no one I know is also capable of comprehending that conversation. So.
No one's interested in.
No.
But
I enjoyed it, and that's all that fucking matters, mate.
It's Wednesday night.
Mm.
So this is the first time we've done a Wednesday night.
Is it?
Pretty chill. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
We've only ever done Thursday, Fridays, where it's getting
Yeah.
to the weekend. I don't really like drinking at weekend, but actually I feel quite nice now.
You don't like drinking at the weekend?
I don't like drinking in the week.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
Early
that
in the
makes
week.
sense. I'm not a big fan of a pint on a school night.
No, Thursday night I can get around because
Yeah, you've only got to suffer through
Friday
fucking 2 days
tomorrow,
of
yeah.
graft, haven't you? You know?
But doing
Now I've
ones-
got 3 days of graft ahead of me.
Yeah, I've got a few days and I'm off on holiday. So
Oh, yeah, of
fuck
course you have.
everyone. But
Up on your sailboat.
up on my
Like you're
sailboat.
fucking 65 already in
Cruising.
it.
Cruising. No, we're done all right for Wednesday night.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it was not too shit. Anyway, we'll leave it at that, shall we?
Yep. Bye,
Good
everyone.
night. Love you, bye.